Drew, I haven't had a chance to read this particular story, but I mean, we can guess at it easily. It's one of the ESPN insiders, Broussard, and the headline reads, Melo to Bulls among latest rumors. Look, it was interesting, and we talked about this before, that Melo's wife, Lala, former MTV VJ, had said that, as far as she's concerned, Melo wanted to stay in New York. But we also know Carmelo's made it clear, and he's quoted as saying, I mean, his priority now is winning a championship. But we know it's not only is it not logical, it's almost impossible based on the Knicks contracts, based on the fact that their draft pick this year is owned by the Denver Nuggets from the Melo trade. So it's not likely, in terms of Melo being at the peak of his career, that the Knicks would even have a hope in hell of contending for a championship. I mean, it's just, unless I'm missing something, I don't see where they would even come close. So it's interesting, Broussard has this rumor, if Carmelo's goal is to win a championship, he'd absolutely have a great chance with the Chicago Bulls. And Broussard is barking up the right tree, with contracts, et cetera, and what the Bulls have, and with the contracts involved, players who have to go the other way. Do you see this as being feasible?
Well, for Chicago, they'd have to kind of do some maneuvering around to make it work. It is possible, in terms of Chicago, but nor do you have that big elephant in the room. As much as they may be a contender with a guy like Melo, they don't have that point guard. They don't have that second superstar stud. They have Derrick Rose, but what's Derrick Rose going to be like when he comes back? That's the big question mark there. So I'm not sure how substantial these rumors are of him, going to Chicago. Apparently they will make the play for him, especially if they end up amnestying Carlos Boozer, which most of the pundits say they will end up doing to create cap space. So it's an option for him, but I still see, like Lala said, Melo's not going anywhere. She's based out of New York as well, and so I think that's a major part. New York will have to really be creative. You mentioned before they have no draft picks. I don't believe they have a first-round draft pick until 2018. So they're in a conundrum right now, and they will pretty much have to go with who they have, unless they can kind of pull the wool over some team to get rid of a few players and bring in another superstar stud to go ahead with Melo.